Hello everyone, Shinto Bean here playing some more Warhammer combat cards, and in this video, before we head into battle, I just want to show you something in the shop. Up at the top, it just appeared a few minutes ago. There is a free pack that they're giving out as compensation for the downtime. I've seen a lot of players complaining that they haven't even been able to log into the game, or that they were able to log in but unable to play battles. Seems to be affecting quite a few players. I personally haven't experienced that at all, but it must be very frustrating to have to deal with that. So they're offering a pack with 500 coins and 3 cards, including 1 legendary, which was the campaign reward for last week, the Tyrannid Abominant. So it's a nice gesture. Hopefully they get those issues ironed out so that players can actually play the game. But yeah, they don't do this sort of thing too often, so if you're able to log in, definitely claim that pack while it's available. Alright, for this battle we are going to be playing as Tyrannids, who are currently the top of my factions, and it's mainly just because I want to try out this new legendary Abominant. I've combined it with Ghosar, who I have at level 7. He is the melee warlord for Tyrannids. The Abominant is a strong berserker. It's basically just a stronger version of the Aberrant, which is the other berserker for Tyrannids. And then we got some more Gene Stealer Colts in here. We got the hybrid with Big Game Hunter. This guy is a fun one. With Ghosar, he can deal tons of damage. The Biophagus is in there for some healing. We've got this guy with Scout, who can boost your melee attack. And then we got 2 big bugs with regeneration, the Haruspex and Old One-Eye, who I have at level 5. So, pretty much just pure melee. I'm gonna go ahead and deploy and see how this works out. Now, I don't think that this is the strongest build for Ghosar, and I think it's gonna really struggle, especially against shields, because there's very little other than just pure melee, and no AoE either. Death Glow is non-existent in this build I have, so we are up against Tyrannids, and the enemy we are facing is the Tervagon, and appears to be a pretty high level. That's a level 9 Tervagon. It's almost max level. You can see the Termagant there deploying on the first turn. So this will be fun. Tervagon decks, they tend to go ranged to combo with the Termagants. So the Tervagon is actually, I think, the strongest of the Tyrannid warlords. So I think we're going to be in for a rough battle here. I'm thinking of putting the Aberrant over into the left lane. Alright, they've got some Psychic mixed in here too. The Magus, so they may be going for the Psychic attack at the beginning. Maybe we can move Old One-Eye to the center lane and put down the Abominant. We'll put down both of the Berserkers at the beginning, and hopefully Old One-Eye will be able to survive. He has regeneration. He heals for 12 health at the end of each turn, so he should be able to survive for a while. They're debuffing ranged, but that does not affect this deck at all. And yeah, the Abominant will be taking the first melee damage there from the Clamavus counterattack, so that will be starting the damage buffs from the Berserk Rage. +6 every time he takes damage. That's the same as the Aberrant over there, which I have enough copies to level up to level 10, which would improve the trait, but I'm holding off on that because I just don't have a whole lot of coins at the moment. They are continuing to go for the Psychic attacks. That's what AI tends to do if you don't have any Psychic on the field, and they do. So Old One-Eye has already taken 140 damage. Fortunately, they don't have any other Psychers on the field, otherwise that Magus would be doing a lot more damage with the Psychic Link. Looks like they have mostly ranged units, but we'll see what deploys. They haven't really been able to counter-attack with much. Okay, it looks like they are splitting the attack types between ranged and Psychic. Alright, they're switching over to the ranged attack, quite a bit of damage. And it would have been nice to have the Berserker in the center lane, so it could have gotten hit by the splash damage from the Hive Guard, but I think we're doing okay still. Let's see, this guy will not be able to kill the Aberrant next turn. We got hit by an outflank, so we're dealing a little bit less damage this turn. The Abominant killed off the Gene Stealer dude there. Unfortunately, it would have been nice to get hit by that small melee attack to charge up the melee. Here comes another Termagant. with the precision shot, dealing 24 damage each time one of those Termagants deploys. And they're just alternating between psychic and ranged. Able to buff ranged twice that turn. We still have 3 more bodyguards to get through, not including the Termagants. Alright, we will be able to clear the board here, though. It is pretty fun using these Berserkers with Ghosar because they're getting the damage buff every time they take damage, but also at the end of each turn, the +2 melee, so they can really get a whole lot of damage as long as they stay alive. Got a Biovore coming to the field. And the Neurothrope, this is kind of a really weird combination of units that they're deploying. Typical AI. Alright, they're going for the ranged attack this time. Again, lots of damage, but unable to destroy anything. And we will be hitting back real hard this next turn with the Berserkers. It's too bad the damage from the Abominant is going to get wasted on that Termagant. You can see right here, 112 damage. Old One Eye still regenerating away. He is doing just dandy. Let's see, I'm guessing at this point the Termagants will just be deploying over and over, now that they only have a couple cards left. And actually the precision shot is going to take down the Abominant here. So going to have to watch out for that. We do have a lot of bodyguards left over, but a number of them are very weak. Let's see, Old One Eye coming pretty close to dying, and the Aberrant, wow, it actually survived at 2 health. Okay. This thing now, able to deal over 100 damage. Let's see, the Biovore, I didn't actually check the levels on these. Level 11, level 8. Yeah, this deck would be doing a lot better if they actually deployed the units in the right order. Now we do have to be a little careful here because... do I want to put down this guy? I think I might just go with this guy to avoid killing the Termagant this turn. And if we do this, we'll actually be able to clear out these 2 guys, and then the Tervagon will have to deploy. And that Tervagon is going to be blasting us with the Psionic Blast, is that what it's called? Psionic Blast. So that's going to be pretty painful. The final bodyguard is the Maleceptor. Okay. So they ended up having quite a few Psychers in this deck. My Tervagon deck is pretty much all ranged bodyguards. And I just save up the charged up Psychic attack for last. But here it comes. 91 damage from the Maleceptor and 82 from the Tervagon. Old One Eye still survives. It's pretty amazing. Let's take a look at this Maleceptor. It's at level 7. I think that's a little bit higher than the one I have. Alright, this guy. Looking forward to seeing that guy in action. Do I want to deploy him now? Tervagon does 44 damage. Let's see, this has 32. I think we'll go for... yeah, we'll just see how much damage this guy can do. It would have been nice to actually save him for a little bit later. He's got Big Game Hunter, so he'll be dealing extra damage to the Tervagon. Currently able to do 76. So 87 from Old One Eye, and then 76 increased to 122 damage. Unfortunately, I think he's going to get killed this next turn. And the Biophagus, I think the Biophagus is fine over there, dealing with the Termagant. See how much damage this Psionic Blast does. Actually, oh, 2 Psionic Blasts, I forgot about that. Ouch, that was really painful. Okay, that actually just killed everything. I don't know why I blanked on that, but yeah, the Maleceptor also has Psionic Blast, so that's a lot of extra damage they're dishing out. Alright, Ghosar has to come to the field now, and he does not have much health at all. So, I don't know if he has enough to kill off this Hive Tyrant. We're going to put the Haruspex over in the left lane. And then this little guy in the right lane. This actually worked out pretty well, though, dealing with the Termagants, just putting the weak Gene Stealers across from them. We did get a boost to our melee attack, so let's see. Ghosar, wow, 123? Did not realize the game had lasted long enough to be charged up to that amount, but yeah, I guess dealing with the Tervagon, the games do tend to be longer, so Ghosar benefits. The longer the game is, of course, the stronger your units get, so we had enough to deal with this Hive Tyrant. 167 damage from Ghosar. And he has a pretty good psychic attack too, but obviously you don't want to go psychic against the Turbogun. Alright, fortunately, thanks to the AI's stupidity, we were able to win that one. If they had deployed like all their ranged units at once and then all their psychic units at once, I do not think I would have won that one. But yeah, this deck, I mean, it's pretty fun, and it'll do alright in the lower ranks, I think. And the Abominant is a decent card. If you were able to get it to level 3 from that last campaign, it's definitely a good option to use with Ghosar for lower ranking players. Prior to this, I was running the Death Blow build with Ghosar, but it's not really the best. So I don't know which one's better, honestly, this one or the Death Blow combo, but yeah, Ghosar overall is not really the strongest Warlord, but he is a lot of fun. I do kind of like his aggressive playstyle, so now let me know if you use this guy and what sort of build you like to use with Ghosar. But that's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.